Good evening. Welcome to our first video. There has been some requests for me to come up with this video to help you in terms of setting up AutoCAD, being able to make drawings, and being able to make some labeling. So that is what I want us to start with, and we'll be able to go through this step by step. So this is what we want to do. First, we want to open, in this first video, we want to go through opening the AutoCAD app, start drawing. That is, we're going to open a new sheet that has not been worked on before. We're going to create layers after that, and we'll create quite a number of layers. These are the layers we're going to create, to be precise. I've shared this with you previously. And we're going to go through the borderline layer, the text layer, construction line layer, bold outline, dimension line, center line, and finally hidden details. 7 layers in total, and these are the details that we're going to use. The text layer was previously yellow, but we'll have it as white on reasons that will come across later when we're going through the drawing. So these are the colors we're going to use, the types of lines, the line weights, and also lastly the transparency. After we're done with this, we'll go on to setting to creating an A3 paper that is 420 by 297 millimeters. Draw the borderline and then the title block. So drawing the title block, we're going to add text to it. We're going to add text to the title block. I will use a few commands along the way. Then we're going to set up DIMSTY. And finally, before we finish the lesson, we'll create a layout that we're able to print, basically after saving our drawings as DWG, be able to create a template, and finally whatever document we're going to save, we're going to be able to print the PDF. So that is what I want us to cover in this first lesson. So back to the app. When you open the app, this is what you're going to get. This is the interface that is going to greet you at this top surface here. I hope we can be able to see all this. So in the Home tab, this is what we're going to have. There's also an Insert tab, Annotate, Parametric, View, Manage, Output, Add-ins, Collaborate, Express Tools, and Featured Apps. So like any other software or application, we're only going to use a few commands, a few parts of the software, and we'll keep on learning step by step as we go on. So the first thing we want to do is to create layers. These are the layers we're talking about. This is what we want to create. Now, for you to start up or to start creating a layer, the command we're going to use is LA. Once you type LA anywhere on the workspace, it will bring up the layers. We're going to press Enter. After that, we're going to open a window and we're going to start setting up the layers. So this is what we want to create. So as mentioned earlier, let us type LA. A layer comes up. We press Enter, and this window opens up. On this window, we have different columns, and we're going to click right here, and that is the icon for create a new layer. So the first layer that we have is borderline. Now, I would recommend having this information maybe on a piece of paper or on your phone as you make reference to it as you're creating the layers, so that it becomes easy for you. The color for this one, the color for the borderline is green. So let us pick this green, index 3. Okay. The type of line is continuous. If you click here, you'll see it's a continuous solid line, so that is okay. We move on. The line weight, as indicated on the page that I just shared, is 1 millimeter. So select 1 millimeter. The transparency is 0, so we're not going to change the transparency. This is what we've just done. We've just done step 1 here, and we've been able to complete that. So we have been able to create layer 1. So I want to do the same thing for all the 7 layers. We proceed. Come and click here, create a new layer. Let me just delete this. I think I touched something and several of them came up. As you can see, this here is the delete tab or icon. So let's come here again, create a new layer. What we want to create is text. So type text, choose the color. The color is white, that is index 7. The type of line is continuous, a solid line. The line weight is 0.15. Okay. The transparency is 0. And we're done with that layer. Add a new layer. The next layer is construction. The construction line layer. Let's fill in the details. The color is still white. The type of line is continuous. The line weight increases to 0.20. The transparency is 0. The next layer is the bold outline. The color is red. The type of line is continuous. The line weight increases to 0.50. That is our line weight. The transparency is still 0. Let us carry on. The next layer is a dimension layer, dimension line. The color is cyan, that is index 4. It is a continuous line and the line weight is 0.25. So I'll come to 0.25. The transparency is 50. So here you can see that the transparency value should be between 0 and 90, and we are setting our value as 50. The next layer is the center line. The color is magenta index 6. On the line type, I want you to click on continuous. As soon as you click on continuous, this pop-up window will come. Click on load right here, and then you'll see this several types of lines. So I want you to scroll down to center 2. Here it is, center 2, and click on OK. Come and choose it here again and click OK. So the line type here is center 2. The line weight, we are changing it to 0.20. And finally, the transparency again remains as 50. So we add the final layer, and this layer is called hidden details. And we're going to click on the color. We want to change this to orange index 40. As you move your cursor here, you'll see there's a number appearing here just below these colors. So let us choose this one here, index 40, that is orange. Click on OK. Click on the line type, and we want to go again to load. And the very first line you'll see is ISO dash. So select that, come and choose it here again, and click on OK. The line type will change to ISO dash. And then the line weight is 0.20, the transparency is 50. So just like that, we have our 7 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are done with the layers. So we finished creating our layers, and now we want to move to something else. So come up to this point, you'll see a next button. When you hover your compass on it, your mouse, it will show or indicate close. Just left click on it, and you're closed. If you come right here and click on the drop-down menu, you'll see the layers we've just created. All 7 layers will be here. So we want to choose the bold outline. That is the layer we want to choose. Don't click on anything else. Don't alter any other settings. Just select the bold line layer. If you remember, what we wanted to do today was to create layers and then to draw an A3 paper, draw a border line, draw a title block, set up dimension style. That is what the DIMSTY is the shortcut for that. Letter or print text into our title block, and then create a layout, and then save our drawing as DWG, and finally also as a drawing template. And finally, now this template, we're going to save it in such a manner that we're going to be able to print it later. In order for us to do this, we're going to use some commands. Some of the commands we're going to use are rectangle, short REC, the offset command, explode command, trim, mtext, and finally DIMSTY. That is what we want to use today. So let us start. I'm going to type REC using my keyboard, and the first command that will show there is rectangle. I'm going to press enter, and I'll now be allowed to specify the first point or the first corner of my rectangle. So I'm going to enter 0 and then use my tab button. So tab 0. So 0 tab 0, enter. And the origin automatically is going to be selected as my point of origin. If I zoom out with my mouse, you can be able to see that. And the next thing, I'm going now to enter the dimensions of my paper. Now, these are the dimensions we are referring to, 420 by 297, exactly in that order because we want our paper to be in landscape mode. So I'm going to enter 420, tab 297, and then enter. Just like that, my paper will be ready. So let me zoom out a bit. This is my paper. Just a minute. So if you've done this correctly at this point, you can be able to check the dimensions of your paper to verify that you've done it right. You can come and click on this dimension here. Click on this corner here. Click on the other corner, and then you can drag it outside. Click. Let's see. Alright, we've done that, but we're not able to see the dimension. It must be very small because we have yet to set up the DIMSTY layer. We can set that up right now so that we can be able to verify that our dimension is actually what we intended, 420 by 297. So this is what we do. Let us delete this. I just want to delete this dimension right here. So what we'll do, we want to select this dimension line, right click on it and click on erase, and just like that we'll erase it. So let us go to DIMSTY, just type in DIMSTY and then select enter. Come and modify here, click on modify, and we want to change a few things here. Come to the tabs, symbols and arrows, and we want to change the arrow size to 2.5. Come again to the text tab, and we want to change the text size to 5.0. The dimension right here, the text placements, vertical should be outside, horizontal should be centered, the view direction is right to left. Finally, the text alignment should be aligned with the dimension line. Come all the way here over the primary units, and we want to change the precision to be 0.0, like that. And finally, we want to click on OK. So this change should have taken place, and we can close this one here. Now let us try that again. We want to measure the dimension from here all the way to here, and we want to see what that dimension is. So if you hover around here with your mouse and you're not able to see anything, no square appears at this corner, come to the bottom here and click right here on snap cursor to 2D reference. Click on this drop down arrow, and I want you to make sure that endpoint is checked, so is midpoint, and also the center. Finally, the intersection. We don't really need the extension at this point. And click outside. If you pick the dimension and come back here, you'll be able to see a square appearing there like that. So click there. Let me zoom out and come and click on this other corner, drag it out, and I should be able to see my dimension here. So let me check that again. So let us go to DIMSTY. And we want to check if our changes took effect, especially here on the text size. Our text size is okay. Let's see if there's a difference between this two. Let us modify this. This is the one we modified. Let us set it as current, and you can see what that will do. So there we go. After setting up our DIMSTY and we've made changes, we can be able to see that our length is 420. We can do the same thing and check for. If we zoom in here, I can be able to see that is 420. That is our length. Let us check our height. So click on the dimension again. Remember this, we're going to delete all this. We just want to check and see if the rectangle that we drew or the paper that we've just drawn is as per the dimensions. So let us delete this by clicking on them. Once you see the blue dots, you can click on the delete button on your keyboard. Alternatively, you can right click on it after it shows, like for example, you can click on it like this and then right click and then erase. So those are two options on how you can delete those dimension lines. We can now proceed. Now we want to use offset command. Remember, these are some of the commands we're using. The first one was a rectangle. Now we want to use offset. Then we go to explode and then trim and then mtext. I've already shown you how to use DIMSTY. So here we are. Let's start. So just press the escape key to cancel any previous commands you might have had. Then press on letter O. The first command will be offset. Enter. It asks us to specify a distance that we want to offset. So our distance is 10, and we're going to press enter and then click on this object, which is our rectangle, and click towards the inside. Remember, our borderline is usually 10 millimeters off the paper, so we have to move inside the paper. So click there. So that is the offset command. Next, we're going to use the explode command. So just click on X and then enter. Select this inner rectangle and then enter. Let us find out what that command does. So escape again. Now let us try and use the offset command on the borderline and see what happens. The distance again is 10, so enter. Now select this bottom part, the bottom of our borderline, and click upwards. I think you notice that we are now only able to move the bottom line of the borderline. The whole rectangle did not move. That is what the explode command does. So we're going to repeat a second line and a third one. Finally, a fourth and a fifth. Now, this is what we're trying to draw. Right, this is the borderline that we're going to use. Notice what we have here. We have how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows. Each of them is 10. You can see the spacing of each is 10 millimeter. A total height of 50. And then the horizontal distances, the total horizontal length is 150 broken into 40, 50, and 60. Now, this is what we want to draw. A replica of this. This is what we normally use in our classes. And this is the same thing we're going to use here. So back here again, so how many lines, how many rows are this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Escape command, we're done with that. Next, we want to offset this one here by 40 and then 50 and then finally 60. So that we get a total of 150. So offset, distance is 40, enter, click here and click forward. Escape, that is 40, and then offset, enter. Our distance is now 50. Enter, and then we're going to offset this line again. So click on the line and click on the direction you want. Click. And finally, the last one is 60. Enter. Click on this line and then click forward. That is what we have. So this is what we have already, our borderline, and we're coming up with our title block. But you notice there are lines that we don't need. This vertical line is moving upwards, and this one's also moving towards our left-hand side. So what do? We're going to use the trim command. So escape, just type TR. The first option will be trim. Enter. Select the reference line. In some AutoCAD versions here, you'll be required to select the reference line before deleting the line that you don't need. But in this version, I'll just be able to trim directly. For example, I don't need this one here, so I can be able to trim directly. So depending on your AutoCAD version, you'll be able either to select a reference line, which in this case I would have selected this line and then deleted the two lines top. Escaped again, trim command, I would have selected this line and deleted all this line. Anytime you select a line, you must press enter for the command to be activated before you use. But if you're using AutoCAD 2021 like myself, you'll be able to delete directly without the need of a reference line. So remove all these lines that we don't need. So once we do escape command, and this is what you're remaining with. You're remaining with your paper and your borderline that we've created, and finally the title block. So let's pay attention. There is the white gap. Interesting. So want now to change the layer. Remember, all this time we've been using the borderline layer. So click on the drop-down menu and go all the way to text. Click on text. And let us see. So once we are at the text layer, make sure you're on the text layer. We're going to use the mtext command. And this is what we want to do. We're going to use the mtext command. We're going to justify our text. And once we click on justify, it will give us these options, TL, TC, TR. Some of you are wondering what these are. This simply means ML, for example, is medium, medium left. This is medium top, medium right. The same way when we come to TL is top left, top center, top right, etc., etc. So here we are. For us to use this command, just type T, and then text will be the first option at the top. Click enter, and then specify the first corner. So come to this first corner here and click on it, and then don't click anywhere else. Move down to the command line. Our command line is here. So escape a minute, T command again, text command, enter, specify the first corner, that is our first corner, scroll down, come down to the command line layer. So this here is the command line, and I want us to come to the first option here, which says height. Click on height, it will tell you to specify the height. Our height, we want it to be 5.0. Click enter, come and click justify here, and we're going to, instead of top left, top center, top right, we're going to choose medium center. Not medium center, but medium left. We want our text to be at the center of this borderline at the same time on the left-hand side. So we're going to choose medium left, that is ML, and immediately you'll see it right here. Next, come to this corner here. I hope you can see this corner, the top row, and click on it. Let's click on it. Once you do that, you'll be able to have this text menu that shows up. And right away you're going to enter your name. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'll use the name John Doe will be the name that I use. Once you type in your name, don't click on enter, but just click anywhere outside, left click anywhere outside like this, and our name is there. It appears there. Now, for us to fill the other remaining rows and columns, we would need to repeat the same command, all right? Same setup and everything. But since I don't want to repeat all this formatting, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the copy command. So you just type CO, that is the copy command, enter, select the object that you want to copy. This is the object. And you'll notice that it becomes a bit bluish. So once you click on it, type or press enter key, and then it will tell you to specify the base point. So this is my first base point. I'm going to click there. That is my second, my third, my fourth, and my fifth. And then I'm going to press escape. So I've copied my text, exactly the same format, all the rows downwards. Now I want to copy it, all the rows, all these other columns, all right? These two other columns. So again, the CO command, copy, that is, enter. Select your object again, enter. Select your base point. This will be our base point, and then we're going to slide along here. And we're going to approximate it to be as close as possible to here. If you see this misbehaving, there's something here at the bottom that is on that you don't need. And in our case, this is auto, which is misbehaving. So come down here. This is auto, and auto mode, we want to click on it to switch it off. And then we're going to try that again. So we approximate as close to the edge as possible. We click there, and we come here again. Let me zoom out a bit and zoom back in. So make sure that this dotted line, the yellow line, aligns with the dimension line so that your text are in the same line. And I'm going to click there, and just like that, I'm done. Next, I want to edit this text now. Since I've already copied my name downwards, I can now edit and have the respective text fields filled. Now, this is what we want to fill. We want the first row is for our name, next institution, or your admission number, your title of drawing. In this case, we're going to start with dimensioning, for example, or any other topic that we have. Next is date, scale, and finally, the drawing number. So what I would recommend before using this copy command, if your name is a very long one, for example, if your name has 10, 11 characters, you can see these columns here are very small. So you can just use one name for the formatting, copy it downwards and across, and then you edit it, and then you can finally edit your complete name. But if your name is short, if your two names are short, then you can use them just like as I've done here. So I'm going to left click here. Once it is highlighted, you'll see this blue dot. Right click there again and come to the third option from the top and text edit. I'm going to delete this using the delete key, and I'm going to enter the name of the institution. Finally, click outside. Click on the next one, edit again, delete all that, and this is our portion for where? Your admission number. So type your admission number, click out, come to the next one. This is the portion for what? This is our portion for the title. So what is our title here? And for the example, for this case, you can say this is dimensioning. Click out. Click on this, and this is our portion for date. And I just erase it by mistake. So for you to undo, you can press Ctrl Z or come to this icon here. It will also undo. So select it again, left click, right click, edit, and I'm going to change this to the date of today. Today is on 17th of June, 2025. I'm going to change now. This is the portion for scale. So in our case, we're not going to use any scale. So we're going to type NTS, meaning not to scale. Finally, the drawing number. How many drawings are on your page? So DRG number. And once we draw, we'll come and put that number there. So just like that, our template is now ready. We've fed in our texts, our borderline and title blocks are there. So it is now ready. We can save this before we continue. Please note, depending on the machine you're using, it might be a desktop, save your work all the way from the beginning so that in case of power loss, you don't lose your data. So you can come here and click on this save icon here, or come and click here on A and then come to this other save. Both of them work. Come to your computer, choose an appropriate location where you want to save your data and save it. I would normally recommend people to go to Documents and then you create a new folder. I give it your name. For example, I'll call mine 101 since I'm the only one using this computer. For your case, if you're using the computer lab, you can have your name or admission number. Double click on it, like so. It will open up and give it a name. For example, this is what? Let me just write it. Title block. I want to come up with a title block. Note down here on files of type, it's going to be say AutoCAD .dwg. If you click on this drop down menu, there are many other options, but for our purpose, we're just going to use what is already there, .dwg. We want to save it as a drawing. It's only on the drawing that you can make changes, save it, and open it back up again later. So we're going to save it as a drawing file. Once you save it, it will come right here. It will show you the location where you've saved the file and the name you've given it. For example, title block.dwg. After there, we're okay. Now we want to set up our layout. Let us set up our layout that we're going to be able to use to print. So how you do that, either come here on the title block and hover. Don't click on anything, just place your cursor there for a moment. You'll see a model opening layout 1 and layout 2. So we're going to click on layout 1. This is also found at the bottom here on some computers or AutoCAD versions. Like in the version of 2021, it is also found down here, but in 2019, it is not down here. So in case it is not down here, just come here on title block, hover for a bit and come out to layout 1. So it will open like this. This is what you're going to have. Now we want to change this so that whatever we're drawing here is able to fit in this entire space. So once you're here, come to this letter A here, click on the drop down menu, all the way to print. You say print here, come to this arrow right here, click on the arrow, come to page setup and select page setup. It will open page setup manager. That is one way of doing it. I can close this. I can also come to the bottom here on layout 1 I right click on it and scroll upwards to page setup manager. It will all get to the same place. Now come here and click on new and give it a name. You can call it A3 layout and click on OK. As soon as you click on OK, this pop-up window will open and we want to set up this. So come and click here on the printer, stop plotter name, this drop down arrow, come and click on drawing to pdf.pc3, click on that, come to plot style table and change to AutoCAD.ctb and check, make sure the display plot style is checked. Come and choose the paper size, so click on the drop down menu, scroll all the way to ISO A3, ISO full bleed A3, and you're going to choose the one with that starts with 420 times 297. That is a paper in landscape orientation. So ISO full bleed A3 420 by 297. Come and click on properties, on custom paper size, and then click on add. Click on start from scratch, then next. Ensure the correct paper size is entered, starting with width. Our width is 420, our height is 297, and our units are in millimeters. If it is not correct, then adjust them. You have only 2 units here, inches and millimeters. Ensure millimeters is selected. So for 297 millimeters, that is okay. Click on next. And then we have this margins around the paper as 13. We can leave it like that. Click on next. Here we're going to enter a name to identify the paper, and we are saying this is an A3 what? This is an A3 paper. Click on next. File types drawing to PDF, that is okay. Click on next and then finally finish. So our paper is right here, A3 paper, and click on OK. And it's going to tell you to save changes that have been made. Click on OK. So once that is done, come out here to the bottom on plot area. Click on the drop down menu, come and choose extents, and come and choose the plot scale. Say click on fit to paper. Finally come to plot offset and click on center the plot. Once that is selected, come and preview to see what you have created. So this is what we have created. We want to adjust it now to fit this whole paper. So come and close here. So let us counter check everything is okay. So A3 layout, drawing to PDF, AutoCAD.ctb, check display plot styles. The paper size is ISO full bleed A3. Under properties, the custom paper size, our paper is selected. What to plot is the extent, plot to fit paper, center plot. I think we have not checked this, so center the plot, and then come to preview so that you see how your drawing is going to appear. When you come to preview, this is what you should see. All right, this is how your template is going to fit on your paper. So you can now be able to see that it now fits fully as compared to before when only a part of it was able to fit. So once you've confirmed everything is okay and your text is legible, come and click on X and then come here and click on OK. Once you click on OK, it will bring you to this particular place here. So A3 layout, and we're going to click on set as current, and then finally we're going to do what? We're going to close this. And our layout is going to appear like that. So come and hover here again and go back to the model layout. And since our drawing is titleblock.dwg, now we want to save it as a template so that anytime we open it, we can be able to have this as a template and we will not need to set this paper again. As you can see, this one opens clearly. So come back here and go to A, click on the drop down menu, go to Save As, click on Save As. Come and change the files of type, alright? Files of type, change it to drawing, to AutoCAD drawing templates dwt.dwt. It will take you to a different layer, but go back to our original folder. So this is our original folder. We had saved it under 101. We're going to give it a name as DRG template. Templates we can add 101 so that we remember. So the drawing, that is the name we're going to give it. It's a drawing template and we're going to save it. And as for a description, don't give any, just click on OK. It will now be saved as drawing templates, then 101.dwt. And inside it, we'll have all this information ready. And in case we want to print, if we come to layout, this information will be here, like this. All right, so this is already, this one is ready. So we're going to close this. Save changes, okay. That is okay. And next time when we come, we're just going to click on Start Drawing. I'm assuming you'll be using the same machine. And then now come to A, and then you're going to click on Open. Once you click on Open, you'll identify. So, sorry, let's go again on A, and then Open. So next time you're coming, you just click on A. Go to Open. Click on Drawing. Come and change the files of type to .dwt. That's on there. Go to where you saved your documents. This is where we saved our documents. 101. Open, and then you'll find our template here. Click on it and then do it. Open. Your template will open, and you'll already have this information right here. So if whatever work we're going to do is, for example, dimensioning, so we'll just come to A, and then we come to Save As. Go back to our folder that we opened. This is our folder, and we're going to give it a name now. We want to do dimensioning, and maybe this is the first drawing, so you can say dimensioning 1. Change the files of type to the first option .dwg like that, and click on Save. So our drawing name will become dimensioning _ 1.dwg. So this is where we're going to start off next time. So thank you for your patience, and I hope this helps you be able to create your title block, basically create your paper, your title block, fill in the information in your title block, finally create a layer that you can be able to print from. So thank you and have a good evening.